Good day. This is Regina's Rabbit Hole, and I was thinking of something, right? It's about polarity. So, all over the world, all our lives, no matter where you are, we've been indoctrinated into this mindset that, death and destruction, right? That people can't get along. We see the obstacles before we just see people getting along. Like, why watch a show if people are not going to blow each other up, right? But even when thinking about that, and you think of the polarity, and you think of energy, and you think of corresponding frequencies, if A exists, then B also exists. And seeing how we have so much energy stored up and not thinking about things working out, that energy is just there for the plucking. It's just the mindset. We spent so much time thinking that we can't do it, that we can't get along, thinking about the obstacles, that we fail many times to realize the obvious, and there's the pull to all energy. It's in realizing how dark I am that I recognize that my light is just as great. So the capacity for darkness, there's a capacity for light. And if you use terms like good and evil, the capacity for evil, there's a capacity for good. But I'm really thinking about mutually beneficial versus counterproductive, looking at the energy as poles. So, all that being said, we have the right to party. What? And I don't mean the kind of typical party. I mean party like it's 1999. Like you got time stored up and you can just return to that moment in time and space where you got jiggy with it, where you had fun, where things were lighter, where you can pluck from that space, just like we can pluck from that space and time, thinking about how disastrous things can be and how messed up things can be and how horrible things could be, what we could encounter that's counterproductive, to think of the opposite, to think of and fantasize of things working out, being beautiful, being lovely, of us being able to get along and getting used to that and putting that vibration and ripple in the air. See, that is a big challenge because I've learned it's a big balance when you're in a reality where the majority of people have been put in a mindset where they think that kindness is weakness. They think that your display of your personality or the way that you give and interact with others, perhaps you're more empathetic, whatever. It depends on where you live and what the dynamics are, but typically people like that have been set into a space to get peed on, like nice guys finish last kind of quotes, but that's not necessarily true at all, or they would never have families and beautiful children, right? So that's not true. But yet in our minds, just like the other thought forms that are counterproductive, we have things like that. And so people tend to less likely be giving or sharing or loving or more empathetic. They don't want to plug in. We want to listen to the program that tells us to desensitize ourselves because we're told that nice guys finish last. We're told that that space where you could be gentle and free, it doesn't exist. But then when you talk about corresponding frequencies, right? You gotta be the help you want to see. You gotta know it to be it. You can't meet a corresponding frequency unless you've been able to have prior exposure to it, like to be aware that I can be just as dark as I can light. I can be just as light as I can dark, and that I'm making a choice, right? Looking for a corresponding frequency So I'm the one daring. Like that's the most vulnerable place to be. On the contrary, it's the strongest place to be. It's a person inhibiting the most strength and wisdom and authority that chooses to use the other portion of them instead of be guarded and use the typical thought forms that we use that depict strength and power and, distort the value of people that are able to be empathetic and share more authentic parts of themselves with us in this society. To accept responsibility for my own programming and deprogramming and just work on it, So, this is Regina's Rabbit Hole, and cheers to looking forward to we can all get along frequencies. There is a space where it all works out. There is. Somewhere over the rainbow, like right here, right now kind of thing. It depends on the way we look at it. And yeah, what am I valuing out of the situation? There's not been any situation that I've been in that I can't use to benefit me, even if it's just for the sake of being able to reflect on it and have in my repertoire of experiences. You know what I'm saying? That I can recall that and then use that to catapult me in one way or the other where I am right now. Like, there's so many choices to make with the more experiences that I gather. And so anyway, I just wanted to share that. And keep it light. Change the narrative. Write your own sweet song and happy ending and new beginnings and things that we can share with one another. On the contrary, you know what I'm saying? Write a story that is not immature, that shows our value, our maturity, and our evolution. We all have the opportunity to write a different kind of narrative than we've been given. Check this out, this moon. I hope you can see it. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. No, I can actually see it. It's beautiful. It's one of those rare moments when I caught it. Yep, we caught it. Isn't that amazing? Luminous. All right, family. This is Regina's Rabbit Hole. I am out. Much love to you and yours. Thank you for watching.